Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wingcat Sports. There has been a trade for the Lions. We have a new wide receiver potentially on the team. It's not a guarantee for him, but we have traded a conditional sixth-round pick for Denzel Mims and a seventh-round pick. The condition is that he makes the team, or else they don't get the pick.
Yeah.
So it's pretty straightforward with that. He's not going to be a big guy on the team. I don't think he might be a practice squad guy, but we probably aren't going to go too far beyond that.
He's a former second round pick, but from what I've heard of him, nothing's very impressive. He drops half his passes,
Over half his
poor
passes.
work ethic. He has size and speed. That's about it. And maybe for whatever reason, they just felt we'd give him a shot, see what happens.
You got an extra pick out of it if he
Right.
doesn't make the team. So, his stats were he played 30 games out of the past 3 years, so not even 2 full seasons. 42 total receptions out of 92 targets, so less than 50% going on with that. For 676 yards, he did average 16 yards per catch, so when he was catching the ball, he was getting yardage on it. Longest was 63 out of the past few years, and 27 out of his 42 receptions were for first downs.
Right.
So he was mostly someone they targeted on first down, and that was about it.
Yeah, he's a speed guy. I don't know. Like I said, I guess it's worth a shot since it really for nothing, and you can see if maybe he can be a reclamation project for them or something.
Yeah.
They love speed, and you get 3 guys now under 4.4 speed that are running the routes.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's at competition with Antoine Green.
Right. Who's
Oh.
another guy who has a drop season. We'll see. We'll see who comes out of this. I think it's kind of a moot point anyways, but I mean he's never been a special teams guy. Khalif Raymond pretty much has that. I think.
That if Raymond doesn't do it, it's Gibbs.
And then they got Brian Branch too, who's also had experience doing that kind of stuff. All these guys are going to be.
There's not that much for him. There's not a lot of room for him. He's kind of doing competition for that last wide receiver spot. Outside of that, he may or may not make the team, and you get an extra pick, like we said. So that's not that bad. I mean, it's a risk worth taking, I guess.
Right.
Overall, other news that has happened today: the Lions have cut their kicker, Badgley. He is gone, which probably leaves the door open, for my opinion, in Patterson. However, I heard the kind of cut might have been because he was hurt, because he wasn't at OTAs. On top of the fact that if you cut him, you can always resign, compared to if you were to put Patterson or other kicker on waivers, they would have to go on waivers first and someone could claim him.
Right.
So
right now it's Riley Patterson.
I would say is probably the lead, which I wanted Patterson last year over Seibert anyways.
He's got a better leg, I think. Distance wise.
Apparently, I did not know that
Badgley did a good job for us though last year. I didn't think he
was okay.
He wasn't great. I mean, I can't say he was but I think he was solid and he consistent. So, but they wanted somebody who could probably kick the
ball for
50 plus yarders.
Badgley hadn't really kicked anything over 53 yards out of the 9 years of being a kicker. So if you're looking for that distance at the end of the game for potentially a 60-yard kick to win, he was not your guy.
Right.
So, I mean, they might be trying to upgrade. They signed him, do a little bit of competition. They were able to get Patterson. So it kind of works out. Like I said, I like Patterson. I think they should have kept him. He did really good in Jacksonville last year. So hopefully coming back after we lost him on waivers will be a good thing. And he could actually play pretty well for us next year.
Right.
Other news that kind of just happened for us, Hendon Hooker is on the non-football injury list. Whatever he ended up doing, he will not be part of training camp. Not the worst thing, though, because he's coming off his ACL tear.
I think we all expected this. I didn't understand the people who were arguing he was going to be the backup. He's not. He's not going to be the backup this year. At least not for half the season, I would think. They said he was going to be ready, best case scenario, by the start of the season.
Yep, week 1. Which, again, he probably wasn't going to see the field this year. Anyways,
Let's hope
best to
not.
let him rest. Hopefully he does not see, because that would be worst case scenario is him seeing the field. Um, and you probably don't see him on the field in a Lions uniform if he is in 2 years.
Which is
So
probably the plan. It's just going to be interesting in the off season, you know, um, what they do with Goff. If we're going to sign him, I think that's what most people believe is that Goff is going to be our long term answer.
I still think they're going to wait till the end of the year. They're going to hope he pans out. If he does well this year, which they should, he'll get his contract. If for some reason things go south this year and everything falls apart, then we're back at square one, looking at probably Hendon Hooker as your QB going into next year. So,
yes, Hooker needs as much time to catch up to this kind of offense because, like I said, Tennessee was totally different than what the pros are, what he's going to see in the pros. He's got to check down, all that other stuff. He's got to, we got to see if he can do that. But, I have a lot of confidence in him. I liked him in college, and we'll see how Goff does this year. I think all the hype is, we got 6 weeks to go. The hype is coming to a head, and now we're going to see.
Yep. We got preseason in 3 weeks. So training camp coming up in 2 weeks. We will be there for one of the days. But football is around the corner. We're less than a month away from the beginning of all the football activities.
I'm excited.
So
I'm
we
excited.
get to finally get the football season. With
Getting
that
ready to see the Kansas City Chiefs in KC.
yes, make
We're
that fun trip.
Prepared for our trip.
But
it'll be fun.
Yeah, with all that being said, right, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Share the video, and until next time, I hope to see everybody soon.